I think this is going to be our first problem. Zoom out. I don't know that we can put individual roofs on. Roof tool. What happens when you try to build the same row house in 4 different Sims 4 games? 4 games, 1 build, very different struggles. Today I'm recreating a postcard-style row house of 4 connected homes using the same layout and the same budget in The Sims 2, 3, and 4. But before we start, let me know in the comments, what's the hardest room to build in The Sims? Okay, here we are in Sims 1. I have pre-built a family that has 4 people in it. It's the Carpenter family. And we're going to move them in. Whoops. And we're going to move them in to an empty lot. This one costs $7,000. 3,500. Now we are on a budget. What we have after purchasing the lot is the money that we have to build with. Anything good up here? I don't think so. This is Crumple Bottom Court. It doesn't say how big these lots are. Let's go 9 Sim Lane. We have to take up the same footprint, the same budget, same layout, and it must be livable and no cheats. By the way, did you know in Sims 1, the cheat that gives you an extra $1,000, Rosebud, was probably a reference to the movie Citizen Kane. All right, our box has arrived. We can use that to sell things. We're starting with $16,500. I think the easiest way to do this is to probably build one side of the row houses. And by the way, if you didn't know what a row house was, there are homes that have the same sidewalls, generally narrow lots, identical or near identical layouts, and they're common in cities like San Francisco, St. Louis, and Washington, D.C. We need to try to build 4 of these. Right, here's the front of the lot. Let's get rid of that tree. Didn't get any money. It's all right. It's all right. We'll set this back a little bit so we can have a porch. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Let's try 5. And we'll just go back a little bit and see what we can do. Let's put those walls down. One of the rules is it has to be livable, so we probably need to spend money on a door. I would have liked to put these on a foundation, but that does cost extra. We'll close that up. Now, do we have room? Let's sit here. We'll have a front room, dining room, and a kitchen back here. I think there's room. Let's go to the stairs because we'll need a second floor. And my favorite, spiral staircases. Okay. That gets us 1 row house with 1 story. Now there's no copy and paste like there is in Sims 4. So this one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles wide. 2. Now let's put the doors in. Put windows in. I want to conserve money. Let's go to the second floor. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this on budget. Might have to wait and get him a job. Maybe I should change the rules. He can get a job so we can finish construction. But I think this is going to be our first problem. Zoom out. I don't know that we can put individual roofs on. Okay, so first glitch found. We cannot have individual roofs. So you can look and see. This is the picture here. This is what I was going for. Let's furnish one unit. Now, in order to distinguish, we're going to have to paint these a different color. Let's see if we can do that. There we go. As we get money, we will decorate more. For now, we'll just leave that so we know where we're going, what we're doing. Because it won't take long, I think, if we got all 4 of them a job. Okay, looking at the blueprint, we've got the living room up front with a bathroom off to the side. So let's put the bathroom in. Let's see if that'll work for him. Let's go with Jacob and see if he will go to the bathroom and take a shower. We are down to $418. I think it is time to open this box and sell some stuff. We will keep the hole in the ground. Add the stuff to our inventory. Let's check here on Jacob. And it looks like he can go to the bathroom and take a shower. So we're set. In the back is the kitchen. What's a basic kitchen thing we can buy so they can get food? I think a refrigerator will do it. $600. Ouch. They're going to need to sleep. Put it down here. And for a while, they're going to have to share beds because we're down to $1. If you like Sims builds, especially those off of a floor plan, you can check out my other playlist where I build Sears homes using The Sims 4. Well, we've been struggling just a little bit because this was almost like having a rags to riches with 4 people. We now have $5,000, which will be helpful. Let's take a look at what we've got. Had to get them a TV because their entertainment or their fun was dropping really low. I had to get them 2 couches, a bookshelf, some place to cook, and 4 beds. And since they're in the military track, they needed a fitness equipment. Now that we have $5,000 to work with, I say we build the bathroom in each one of the units and then maybe work on the paint in the front of the house. And we'll go back to our paint. Still would like to have a blue. Yeah, that looks better. Looks better than that green. Because all the ones I've seen have been very pale. They weren't quite as bright. I still like the purple. What's that? Peach. Oh, that'll be nice. That's better than that yellow, I think. What else? Pink? Maybe. Siding. What that dark blue? I'm going to have to give this some thought. We're down to $854. I want to keep some money back for food. That was the problem first time when I ran them down to $101. Let's go back to build mode because there was another thought I had, and I don't think we have it. Columns to separate each row house. As you can see, I took out the stairs. And that was because we needed money for food badly. We could add a couple of windows, but I don't see any columns. Darn it. It was a good idea, I think. How much is the stairs? No, can't afford it. The limited budget rule that I imposed is making this much harder than I wanted it to be. I wanted to have just a standard build. And we can put a window in. Okay, the windows look nice. And I tried to put the beds upstairs, but because I didn't have any flooring, it wouldn't let me do that. But I also noticed I have not divided these houses on the second floor. So let's go ahead and divide one so I don't forget that was a thought. That takes us down to 134. Yeah, we better stop here, make some more money, and I'll come back. We have almost $4,000. So let's see what more we can do with the house. I think finishing the closing off of the 4 townhouses or row houses would be a good start, though it's expensive. We have a separate area, separate area, separate area, and a separate area. Whenever we get enough money, I want to put the staircases in. I think we have enough money to paint the bottom of this house. Now, traditionally, these houses are 3 stories. I just don't think we're going to be able to afford that, at least for a long time. Let's go to the second story. Paint that. Looks lovely. And we still have $1,000 left. So we could finish the back side, I think. Now, they are not happy with the interior of their house. I say we paint it. And also the mood goes down every time they go outside. So perhaps we should put in a sidewalk. We still have $864. A couch, maybe a bookcase, or a chair. And a lamp and a bookcase. Well, I don't know if I can afford all that. I'm dreaming big. $149. No, I don't think so. Can we get a table? An end table? 40. That'll work. And then a lamp. And next payday, we'll get a bookshelf. 85. No. 25. There, that'll look lovely. Okay, guys, off to work to make more money. Okay, we have $4,562. I'm moving some stuff around so we can put in a staircase. And we're going to go with the spiral. Put one there. And temporarily put one there. And then get this room a TV. We still have $1,400 left. Let's pick up some colors. Maybe finish painting the house. All right, let's go down a floor. Paint the inside of this half. We still have $1,000 left. We'll find that blue again. Okay, everything's painted. Can we afford some carpet? Those walls down. Well, before we do carpet, I think it might be best if we close off this bedroom space, because that TV will keep people awake. And we'll put a door in. That leaves us $195. We'll leave it at that. These boys are going to have to go off and get some more money. As I was looking at the picture of the San Francisco row houses, I noticed there is a porch and a bay window. I also, when I was looking through the walls and fences, realized that there are columns. Heckin' expensive, but there are. So we may have to add those back in. But first we need, can we do a bay window? I don't think so. No. Walls. I don't see any diagonal walls. But we can put a fence in. And then we could put some flowers in there. That'd be pretty. So let's do another fence. Too big. I'm going to have to think about this column thing and decide if I want to move objects on. Let's go ahead and put their fences in. Let's go back. I got distracted. Okay, fences in. Now I also noticed on the second floor, they have a balcony. So we're going to need to expand this out to build a balcony. And if I remember correctly, if you put a floor down, you want to put the balcony here. See how those tiles appear? Now you can add a balcony. And a wall. No, we want, what do we want? I think we want fence instead. There we go. Then we'll have to put a door in. I don't know. Is that too much? Because if you try to draw the wall off here, it says it needs support. So I have to go back and put the floor in again. Well, while we're at it, do we want a smaller fence down here? and the bigger one up there. See, I like that fence down here, but I don't want to delete it all because we barely get our money back. Decisions. That might look good up here. Looks a little different. And I think with all of that, the columns might make this look cluttered because this breaks it up just like the column would. Okay. Now we're going to have to get rid of that. And we did get some money back. And we still have $2,000. So do we want to be able to go to the deck or just put a window in? Now we're down to 184. Looks like we're going to have to go back to work. I really think the no cheating for money was a mistake. Let's change the color of that roof while we're here. My last little section I recorded, I lost it because the internet went out. But what we've got here is a TV and couch or chair in every room. We've got bedroom here, and then 2 upstairs. What else did we add? I think that was it. So now I believe it's time to add the staircases. And I had an idea, we'll see if this works, that if I put the third floor on, maybe I can do different roofs. I don't know if it'll work. It's just a thought I had. I can't get up there. Second story. Take the roof off. It won't let me do a third floor. So I guess that solves that problem right then and there. We have $7,000, so let's spend it. On the floor plan we've been using, there's a master bedroom back here, a bathroom, I think right here, and then 2 bedrooms here. I'm not sure these are really wide enough for that, but if we have money, we might do 1 unit. All right, bed up there. We still have $4,000. Need a refrigerator. I know sometimes in Sims 4, having multiple refrigerators on the same lot becomes problematic. They won't go to the refrigerator you want them to. So we'll give this a shot and see how it goes. That takes us down to $663. We have our completed townhome in Sims 1, and it is worth $45,353. Let's take a look at what we have. It's the outside. Added a few trees to kind of break up the line of the different townhouses. They also have a skills room, a barbecue, and a picnic table. Let's swing around to the front. We have our second story balconies, and then the downstairs entryway. I added little awnings to give some distinct style to each one of the townhomes. Each townhome now has all of the same amenities except for the last one, and I ran out of money. But we've got our bathroom, TV, chair. Need to add bookcases. I had to rearrange the kitchen a little bit to get a back door so they could go out and play chess, practice charisma, and also do the workout bench. I was restricted by the boundary of the lot, so I could not make this any wider. And if we look at our second floor, we have the bedrooms. If I would have completed the entire floor plan for the townhome, we would have had a bedroom up here and 2 bedrooms back here, but they're just not wide enough to do that. And I think I could have carved a bedroom out here, but decided this was enough. And there we have our completed townhome in Sims 1. So there you have it. One row house design, one budget, and one very stubborn building experience. The Sims 1 fought me on the layout, the third floor, and especially the roofing. Let me know in the comments, which Sims game do you think will handle the row houses the best? And which one do you think I will struggle with the most? Next time, we're taking this exact same floor plan, budget, and building our row houses in The Sims 2. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next build.